Welcome. I'm Alice Alicia Jones, and this is another one of my Living Consciously videos. Today, I was able to get into YouTube. I wasn't able to get into Facebook. So I seem to have luck each month getting into one or the other. I wasn't able to come in last week because I received the second shot in my left eye for macular degeneration. And this time I had a horribly adverse reaction. Um, this doctor apparently gave me something new that the previous doctor had not given me, and that was an ointment. And she said it was for comfort. Well, it had the exact opposite effect on me. It burned so badly that I literally thought that somebody was running over my eye with sandpaper. I couldn't look out of either eye. I had to go to bed, be led up to bed with by my husband and use uh, a painkiller. And I think he bought me a leave. Horrible, horrible reaction. But I called the doctor a few days later and said that for the remaining shots that I have scheduled, I am not, under any circumstance, going to accept the ointment in my eye, and we'll see what happens. Today's topic is continuing. We're continuing on codependency, and what I have is codependency and emotional abuse. It's really interesting, but emotional abuse starts very, very slowly. The person, and I'm just going to use the word narcissist as the blanket name of the person that will lead you down this path, because that, again, is a term that when I first married, um, never heard of. I heard of narcissist in mythology, and how he sat and admired his reflection. A youth, sat and admired his reflection in a pond, and so the gods that were uh, in power at the time turned him into a narcissism, a narcissist, which is another name for jonquil or daffodil. And so, anyway, but what a narcissist will do is that they will very slowly reel you in to the point where you do not even know that you are being manipulated, that they have taken control of your free will. The codependent has a completely different reaction. The codependent admires this take charge attitude of the narcissist, that the narcissist is in such control and that he doesn't give any ability, any possibility of the uh, person that's being sucked into this realm any chance to think. And the codependent, by the same token, feels that their indecisiveness has been replaced by this take charge attitude that the narcissist exhibits. Pretty soon, though, what happens is admiration becomes resignation, because effectively the narcissist will do something that causes chaos, causes trauma, causes an argument, causes the codependent to become fearful. And what happens is that then the codependent learns to keep the peace at all costs. You, the codependent, does not give up on, or I should say, does not give up on staying with the narcissist, but very quickly, or I should say very slowly, inch by inch, day by day, moment by moment, gives up his or her willingness to fight this. And again, what happens is that the coils of insecurity go around you. And effectively, it's almost as if a boa constrictor has taken over and has sucked the life force out of you. So the coils of insecurity replace any kind of logical thinking. There is no logical thinking left because the person caught in the grips of the narcissist will do whatever it takes to keep the peace. So, therefore, this creates the effective result is this creates more dependency. And, but eventually, anger starts to build up in the narcissist, and the anger also starts to build up in the codependent. But in the narcissist, the anger just escalates because that's a form of control. But for the person who's the codependent, the anger gets stuffed back into the body. My estimate of people who have been abused, who ultimately now are sitting in jail because they exploded and then they decided to retaliate, is probably 75% of the prison population. I'm just doing that, saying that as an intuitive guess on why, how anger plays into um, the prison population. And again, now the emotional vibration of the people change. The codependent becomes more concerned with doing everything to keep the peace. The narcissist does everything in his power to keep control. And so instead of having peace and harmony, what you have is discord and a strangled emotional field. And that strangled emotional field results in you as the recipient of all of this anger and eventually exploding and is to let off steam. And you can see that in the children that are incorrigible. Unless you came in from a past life where you were so physically abused that you automatically are reacting to um, to everything around you, no matter how peaceful it is, but you're reacting to it with negative emotion, you can easily get sucked into becoming a foil for the narcissist. And pretty soon, what happens is that you become a version of yourself that you don't even recognize. you become so angry, you become so effectively violent about, and your reactions become so extreme, come in contrast to the situation at hand, that you do not recognize yourself. You have lost all semblance of peace, of harmony, of balance, and of alignment. I do hope. I've spent 3 sessions now on codependency, 3 sessions in a row. I wasn't able to come in last week because, again, my reaction to the shot in my eye was just so severe that I wasn't able to come in. But I do hope that if you recognize yourself in anything that I have talked about, that you get help and that you extricate yourself from this situation, because it's not going to get better. No amount of pleading, begging, crying, um, thinking that if he loves me, if she loves me, they will change. No amount of anything will help you. And the only thing that you can do, the only thing you have left to do, is to get out. Just strictly get out of the situation. So, if, like I said, if you recognize yourself in anything I've talked about these last 3 times, I missed September 15th, but September 1st, September 8th, and today, September 22nd, has been devoted to codependency and how you get sucked in. Get out before you find yourself in jail. I thank you for watching. I thank you for being here. And I haven't chosen what is going to be my next week's topic, but I will be here. Thank you. Bye bye now.